fellow, this is K. Miller Films documenting his experience. Just learned that school is canceled for a month. The news hit like a train wreck, and absolutely nobody knew what to do. Except for me, of course, and that was do what I always did. Bruh. This kind of free shit.
I think it's great! I think it's great!
I've never had a moment in my life where I ever felt so free.
This is something dumb. This is next level. Yeah.
Is it epic or is it cringe?
Cringe.
It's cringe.
That's epic, nah.
Like many, I thought the media and the bureaucrats were full. But as a young Gen Z man with no military experience, I had never seen so many people's lives changed instantaneously.
COVID-19 in its rarest form, also known as the cheese touch.
Alright, so I'd say the natural thing to do after a coronavirus outbreak and everybody has to go home is to do a podcast. So we're here on Mr. James Banta's podcast. They're actually going to get pizza right now. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to go ham, actually. So my original plan was to spend the majority of the break in the outdoors, but it looked as though that plan was about to change. The weather was dreary, and, well, it seemed as though the government had other plans. It wasn't long before my county announced a mandatory quarantine, and soon after, the whole state. It seemed as though this would be the last time we would see anything besides a backyard or a grocery store for a long time. William, what do you think of the virus?
What?
What do you think of the virus?
I don't know. People are way too overreacting so much, dude.
Overreacting?
To be honest, it's kind of getting annoying at this point.
Who knows? The time came when we got our last breath of true fresh air, but just like that, it was over. At first, I tried to simply simulate the experiences I felt on the outside world. But I soon realized that this quarantine was really my true opportunity to prove myself as an artist. So I came up with something different. Hi guys, I'm Kyle Miller. I'm a filmmaker from Sacramento, California, and like many of the people in this great nation, I'm on a mandatory quarantine. But I've made it my goal to practice my craft and harness my skills. So each day this crisis continues, I've made it my goal to make films and documentaries regarding its existence. Of course, not everything is going to be super related to it, might touch on other topics, and it might not be the same type of film, length, or agenda every time. But I implore you to create your own works in this dark time and to send me your ideas on kmillerfilmcontact@gmail.com, as well as any business inquiries. Not that that's truly relevant right now because there isn't much business to go around, I feel. So anyways, I think it's a time when we should try to appreciate each other's company even more. Family and friends. Not necessarily friends anymore, but you get the memo. But I think this might be a good thing, actually. Truthfully, it might cause death and destruction, at least to a certain degree, but I think people might come out of this with a greater appreciation for what they took for granted in the first place. And I think we might be safer for something worse in the future. Me personally, I have begun to realize how much the things in my life really matter. I've begun to think of nature as more important, and it just kind of sucks that I won't be able to see it really anymore. So I remain optimistic, and I believe things are going to change, and I'd like you to be a part of that. Make sure to contact me for any creative ideas, collaborations, whatever. I'm down, even though we probably can't really see each other in real life. If you need any information, just make sure to stay in tune in the internet, but I'm sure you already get that CDC and whatnot. But stay inside and stay safe.